Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the 10th episode of the Out of Office show. While, it's probably not the most amazing metric to share with you, but it's been a journey. And in these 10 episodes, shooting it, recording it, uploading it, and seeing the love that you've given the Out of Office show and me, I've had a lot of learnings that I am here today to share with you. So let's get right into it. 5 things that I have learned shooting the 10 episodes of the Out of Office show. First, the most important thing in any podcast today is getting the sound right. And I've had some painful lessons in this space. My very first episode did not have mics at all. And then I think my 5th or 6th episode did not record well with the mics because the software that I was using never recognized it. And I've had such mishaps, which are probably very annoying. So nevertheless, I've gone ahead, edited these episodes and put it out for you. Learning was this: get the right mics. So here in this case, I use a Rode mic, which is a very simple, a Rode ME mic specifically. I did not need all the other fancier features that the other higher models mics come with. I wanted to keep the Out of Office show very hands-free because I wanted people to be very chill in the show. Relax, fold your legs up, get a drink if you want to with me. So I did not want the bigger Shure mics, which a lot of other podcasters use. And I've also experimented myself with a certain cheaper version of the Shure mics. It's a very complicated, clunky setup, and I wanted things to be easy, fast. Don't forget, I do have a very intense day job. I am running FootprintIQ, which is my carbon intelligence company. It's a proper VC-funded company. So, yeah, there is a lot of work, not just during the day, Sometimes I'm in the middle of the night working on it. So I had to keep things simple, right? So Rode mics works well. I'm not endorsing them because I do not have a link from them, but I'm still going to drop the link to the exact mic. All right, that's number 1. Second, how to get 4K in video quality. Now, this has been really difficult. Right from video 1, if you see, the 4K was just shit. There were so many edits that I had to do that the image and the video lost its quality. So I eventually came around it. I use this app called Riverside to record all my podcasts, whether it is in-person podcasts or online podcasts, and it nicely optimizes for it. So a combination of Riverside, my iPhone cameras. Yes, I still just use iPhone cameras. I do not intend to upgrade them at any point in time yet, but who knows? So iPhone cameras, right? I use 2 iPhone cameras. One is mine and one is my husband's. That's how bootstrapped we are. But, this is the very first 10 episodes of the Out of Office show. And I have approached this from a very product management perspective because I build products in my companies and run them. So yeah, iteratively, bit by bit, learn, fix. That's the cycle that I use. So 2 iPhones, 2 different angles, one for the guest, one for the speaker, which is me, and then one which is combining both of them, which is done by Riverside. So I do not need 3 iPhones. I only need 2 iPhones, right? It's very important that you start with 2 iPhones because I started with just 1 camera, which was my iPhone, and I realized that in order to do the view switches, I had to edit a lot. So if I had to just focus on the speaker or just had to focus on myself, I had to really cut the screen out and zoom in a lot. And what that did to my image quality was reduce it, and I couldn't get to 4K. It was horrible quality. Maybe not that horrible, but pretty bad, and definitely not 4K. And finally, why 4K? Why do you want to get your videos at 4K? And here is why, right? If you see YouTube strategy, it is largely meant for video podcasts. And a lot of the video in the countries that you're targeting is not just delivered through your phone. People are also consuming videos through their television. Fun question. What televisions are people buying and using now? Yes, 4K televisions, high definition, and all that big jargon which television makers are selling to their people, to their customers. So all in all, you want to get to 4K video, right? because that means you are catering for a really good user experience on the other side. So you've got your sound right, you've got your 4K video right, you've got the core elements of video podcast as a product right. And trust me, I took 10 episodes to learn this. Listening to other podcasters talking about their setups was just not cutting it out for me because it was just so different. And if you're thinking of starting a podcast as well, it might be very different to your scenario. So take what you can from what I'm telling you and leave what doesn't work for you. Third, thumbnails. Now, I did about only 2 iterations on the thumbnails that I post today. The good thing is that I can change thumbnails anytime. So right now, if you see, some of my videos are the older thumbnail and 2 of them are newer thumbnails. So I'm testing out how thumbnails and what works actually impacts the viewership of the video. Very, very systematically, very, very scientifically. I do think we're going to go a couple more iterations on the thumbnail to just make it more accurate, right? So that's 3 things that I've learned. How to get your sound right, use mics. 2, how to get your recordings well in 4K, use Riverside, use 2 cameras, don't be stupid, don't try to be cheap. When I say cameras, use your iPhone, okay? Or use your any other phone you have. Today's phones are really good. So yeah, Riverside combination with phone, you don't have to really worry about 4K. I've dropped my Riverside link as well to this thing. 3rd, thumbnails, iterate, and see. I think for me, that's still a journey. 4th, most importantly, I got very close to understanding why I even started the Out of Office show. So let me tell you, how. Episode 1, Out of Office show was purely started out of fun and curiosity. I wanted to talk to people in my network, in my space, understand what are they really doing in Singapore? What are their learnings in their jobs? How do they do their jobs? And my network mostly consists of VC companies, entrepreneurs, and some people in larger scale-ups. I just started with curiosity. I wanted to just talk to them and have a very, very deep conversation about them. About different aspects of their business, spirituality, and so on and so forth. So 10 episodes later, I feel Out of Office show has a much more higher purpose. Let me explain what I mean by that. Today, what if you want to really understand how a specific company is doing a specific thing, right? Whether it is sales, BD, product development, or whatever it is that you want to know, or you want to just become better at spiritual transformations. Today, the content out there is very simplistic, and I feel like it's not in-depth enough. So Out of Office show is solving for that. It is creating a legacy of the guests, as well as myself, where we're putting together hundreds and thousands of years of experience in the professional journeys of people in 1-hour podcasts. And I think that is powerful because 15 years later, if you want to know how BD was done in this company really long back and what works for them, then where do you go? Out of Office show. Or if you want to become a better person in your job, in your professional life, then what do you watch? Out of Office show. So I think this why made it a lot more stronger, and I deeply resonate with it. And it actually comes from a very deep personal story as well. I often found that I do not have enough information to really become good at a specific role. Now, as an entrepreneur, my role is a very broad role. I also do product, also work with my co-founder on business. I also do think about marketing. I also think about a lot of things, right? And sales. And eventually, the goal for me is to hire specialists in these fields and create systems that work well. But in order to be able to do this, I need a lot more broader knowledge. And Out of Office show brings you that broader knowledge, that broader experience from people out there in the industry, right? So that was point 4. I understood my why. Point 5, and I think this was the biggest learning, right? Even though I myself sometimes was not happy with the quality of the podcast or the quality of the sound, I still put it out there. Those crappy podcasts, which I call crappy, but the people were wonderful. The information in that podcast was so good. It had to go out to the world. And views did it get? Yes. So those podcasts, okay, given the reach of the channel is really, really low at this moment and it's early, but they still got over 100 views and they're still getting views today, which is beautiful. And to me, every view counts. Every view is important. Every view is beautiful. And I'm very, very grateful for every view that I get on this channel. The show must go on, no matter what. There is always going to be a viewer, a watcher who will appreciate the content you will put. And of course, there will be people who will not like it, and I'm totally okay with that. People have clicked and invested their time on the not so great episodes that I put out. And so if you were starting it out, just go ahead and still do it. It doesn't matter. And so yeah, that's 5 key learnings of me developing and shooting and conceptualizing the first 10 episodes of the Out of Office show. Now you might ask, where is your 10th episode? So the 10th episode is going to be releasing this coming weekend, which is on the Saturday. On the 12th of April, it will be released, and this episode is special. It is special for you because I bring my co-founder in this episode, and we talk about the last 5 years of our entrepreneurial journey. And the episode is fantastic because we are being our most authentic self. We tell what went right, what we were good at, and what didn't go well. And I'll tell you, we've had some really, really painful experiences building companies. So we go deep into that, and we also talk about what we're doing at FootprintIQ. So this is an episode that you must watch, especially if you're looking to start a business, looking to start a startup, and you're in that cusp where you're going to put down your resignation to start. I will say, hold on, watch this episode, and then don't resign. Don't resign, and you'll know why. But still do your startup. So yeah, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude with the 5 key insights that I got learning to build the first 10 episodes of the Out of Office show. So watch out for the next episode. Links are below. Do subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, have a good, tastic day ahead. See ya.